Good afternoon, everyone. Today we have a handstand conditioning session. It's going to be a little bit of a short session just because my battery's going to run out of my camera, and yeah, it's already quite late in the day and I need to get this session out so you guys can do it. So we're going to start off with a little bit of conditioning actually for fingertips, and this is basically because if you notice when I do a handstand, you'll see I have some very spidered fingers. A lot of people always ask me about this. This is because if you keep the weight for the front of the hand, you can use your fingertips to help actually balance the handstand. That means when you're in perfect alignment, all you really need to use is kind of like the fingers to help you manage the weight going forwards. But if the weight drops back to the palm of the hand, really the only way you're going is back, unless you're quite kind of competent with your handstands, in which case you might be able to save it by bringing the legs forwards a little bit and changing the body position. But actually that makes it very difficult to then maintain your usual handstand or your perfect alignment handstand. So what we're going to start with is a fingertip plank. So you've got a couple of different options for this. This is quite an intense exercise on the fingertips. Option number one is a fingertip plank. Option number two is a fingertip press up. That is for someone who is quite advanced. Option number three is actually you're sitting on your heels and then you'll just bring the weight from one arm onto your fingertips onto the other arm. So that's obviously the easiest option. So I'm going to stick with the fingertip plank and I'm going to hold each one for about 20 seconds. We're just going to do 2 sets, and then in between we're going to do an alignment exercise. So supine on our back, we have done this before. So arms above the head, you can never do enough of this position, making sure that the ribs are flat, trying to push your belly button down to the ground, legs together, feet together, arms pushing out for the shoulders, back flat down to the ground, so as if you're in a perfect handstand. So we're going to hold that for 30 seconds, fingertip plank for 20 seconds, 2 sets to begin with. So let's make a start. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. 1, 2. So whatever option you want to do with this fingertip position. 10, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and relax. Straight onto your back. Into our supine position, arms above the head, pushing up for the shoulders, flattening down the ribs for 30 seconds. Make sure you're breathing at the same time. When you're breathing, you want to kind of try and do like short, shallow breaths, so almost like using the stomach. So if you take big, deep breaths, that's going to open out the rib position. That's what you don't want. So when you're in a handstand, you always want to focus on short, shallow breaths in that position. So keep holding this. And we got 10, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And then we're going to go straight back into our fingertip plank or plank press ups. If you're doing plank press ups, do a set of 10, or you can go onto the fingertip position on your knees. So make sure you're in a perfect plank position, nice straight body position. 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax, and then straight onto your back, supine position, back, down to the ground, pushing up for the shoulders, legs together and breathing. Keep this going. And we've got 10, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good work, guys. So coming out of position, we're going to go into a V press up. So this is really good for shoulder strength. And basically today's session is all about handstand technique, handstand conditioning exercises. So not necessarily actually in the handstand, but exercises which are going to help you guys with your handstand. So for a V press up, you're going to come into like a downward dog position. And then head's going to be coming down to the ground, driving back with the shoulders and the armpits. And then to the next one, driving back. If that's really easy, then you can actually go into an L-shaped press up. So feet on the box in the L shape that we usually do. And then you're press upping there. So I'm just going to stick to the V press up today. And I'm going to do a set of 10. If you're really struggling with that, what I want you to do is drop down to the knees. And I just want you to do a normal press up on the knees. So off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. In between, what we're going to go on to do is leg lowers on our back. So legs up in the air. You've either got the option to do double leg lowers, both legs staying together, single leg lowers as the easier option. So we're going to do 15 in total, or 16 actually, just for the people who are doing single leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, change legs if you're doing single leg, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and relax. Then we're going to go straight into another set. Not too much recovery today, just a nice quick session. So into our V press ups. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Onto the back. Again, a set of 16. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and relax. Guys, grab a quick drink if you need it, and then we're going to move on to the next set of exercises. So we're going to move on to our wall handstand position. So I'm actually going to take my socks off for this. I keep slipping on the exercise, I don't know why I've still got them on. Okay, so feet starting on the wall, walking all the way into a handstand position, pushing up through the shoulders, nice tight body position. And from this position, we're going to do leg switches. So one leg's going to come forwards, switching, changing to the other side. So really focus on that control element. Then we're going to come down and relax. We're going to do 5 switches on each leg. You want to try and find that balance point in the handstand position. If you can't do that, you can't do a wall handstand, then what I want you to do is focus on an extended plank. So plank, take 1 step forwards, hold that position. So just hold that extended plank position the whole time we're in the handstand. Let's go. So walking into our wall handstand, chest to wall, pushing up for the shoulders, and let's go for the leg switches. 1, control it, 2, 3, 4, use the fingers, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, coming down. And we're going to roll onto our front. And we're going to do something called a Superman. So opposite arm to opposite legs lifting, squeezing the glutes, little lift. We're going to do 10 on each side. Let's go. 1, head looking down to the ground, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and relax. Good. Quick drink, pause the video, 1 more set. So ready for the wall handstand? Walking all the way into the wall, pushing up for the shoulders. Nice tight position, into the leg switches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, coming down. Into our Supermans. 10 on each side. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and relax. Good work, guys. So next we're going to move on to our tuck jumps and handstand. We did do these, I think, last session, so hopefully you've already got a bit of a head start, you know what you're doing, but I will demo anyway. Feet on the floor, hands on the floor, jumping the hips over the shoulders and back down. Hips over the shoulders, back down. So trying to keep the legs together if you can, both feet jumping at the same time. If you can't do that, guys, then what I want you to do is I want you to just a handstand float, legs staying straight, weight going from the front of the shoulders, trying to lift the hips. And back down. So we're going to do 5 of these. In between what we're going to do, so we're going to come into our back and we're going to do a set of 10 V-sits. So legs straight, reaching up to touch the toes. You can't do a V-sit into a tuck sit. Legs arms to touch the knees instead. So ready for the tucks, the handstand. 3, 2, 1, off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Onto your back, 10 V-sits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. One more set. Quick drink if you need to. 3, 2, 1, and off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, last one. And relax. Onto your back, V-sets. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Well done, guys. So now what I want you to do is move into handstand practice on your own. So whatever progression you're on, whether you want to handstand on the floor, handstand against the wall, just the kick-up, half kick-ups that we did last session, the session before, that's entirely up to you, but I want you to practice for 10 minutes of handstands. I'm going to end the session here because my camera's going to run out. Sorry, it's been quite a short, sweet, it's always short and sweet, but short session today. And I look forward to the session tomorrow, so I hope you guys have enjoyed.